Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are in the world. This is Howie and I'm here to help you win with money. Today is November 8th, 2021. This is a new week. This is week number 45, I believe. I'm doing a video for summary of week number 44. So this is what this is going to be. Markets are opening up. We're already at all-time highs. We're going to have new highs again. So this video will be last week's transaction of all my options trade. So let's get to it. As always, before I go on, if you are on Facebook and you want to join a group where you learn how to build a side hustle and how to, get tips on what type of side hustle you want, how to run it, this is a great forum that you can join. This is Facebook group side hustle community. So this is what you can do. Join me there. I do post and help people come up with some different ideas on how to run a side business. So this is a really great forum for you to get ideas on how to generate a second or third or fourth income stream. So I'm going to copy from here, paste into my tracker over here. So that's the first set. Now we're going to do another one. We're going to grab more transactions. And here we're going to grab these transactions, copy, and we're going to paste it over here. Now what I do is fix it all up with my pivot table, and I'll show you what that looks like afterwards. And this is what it looks like after I format it. Again, these are from ETrade. The part that comes from ETrade are these cells here. And then what I do is I add my own column so I can use it for pivoting. These are my own notes. I number each trade, and then I use something to help me do the date math so I can figure out the days to expiration. So the first thing I do is I save the spreadsheet, go straight to the top, go over here. I'm going to hit this pivot, refresh, and obviously I think I did something wrong. Oh, because it's a new month. Remember, I got to add in the new month here. So let's do that. Add new month. I always leave the previous month there until we're halfway through the month. So we had a really rough start again for this month, for November. You can see this here. I showed a really small gain, but I know I'm going to lose money again. So I don't want you to think I'm doing well. This does not mean I'm doing well. Everything looks okay. Let's go here, hit the refresh, and this is what the new data looks like for the new month. This is my total. This is my monthly. This is the previous monthly. And I'm still going to have a rough 2 or 3 more weeks, so I'm not out of my problems yet. But I wanted to show you what it looks like right now. So I showed a slight positive for week number 44. So these turn green. So I'll do that right now. This number goes in here. I got a chance to fix it up. So this is what it looks like now. 44. Week number 44, 24 trades. Here's the projection. I'm gonna finish at about 1,300 so trades for the year. So let's go and examine some of the trades we put on in week number 44. Let's start off with CF. You see I did a quick video here. Here's one where I rolled it out up and out, but I rolled it up a year and I collected a really small, or I paid a small cost to it. I paid 11 bucks. It was actually 10 bucks plus the 80 cents commission. That's how you get there. The reason why I did that is I did a video on showing, even though it looks like a bad trade, if you increase this by $5, you're really making another 10% for holding on to this trade. And 10% is really not a bad thing. Don't forget, if the market's up 24% this year, can the markets go up again? Of course it can. But I'm betting that if the markets go flat or go down, I can lock in a lot of my gains by doing something like this. So I can get a 10% increase with almost no risk because I moved the strike price to 50 and the shares are trading at 60 right now. And again, I did a video on that. You can go and look at my playlist to see more on CF. So the SOFI trade is a little bit more complex. I did a series of using some of the spreads, the put spread, to pay for some of the cover calls. And if you look at this, it looked like when you aggregate all this together, my net was no gain or no loss. I mean, it's 1 cent, but I took some of the profit from the spread and some of the premiums from the cash secure put. so I can pay for the cost of rolling the cover call. And these lose money, or for the most part they should lose money, but sometimes they don't. And that's what I end up doing. I think some of this one lost money here. Maybe I'll show you. There you go. This one, you see there's a cost of $100 to do this. But again, by netting all these trades out, it almost cost me no money to move the strike price. So you're trying to raise the upside potential, raise the ceiling, I guess you can think of it. So let's talk about a cover call on Skechers. Skechers actually was kind of disappointing, but you see I rolled some of these up, down, and so now I'm rolling it back up. Last week was really nothing. You see I collected $1 on Skechers. Even if you look at the last several weeks, you see it's not a lot of money. You make $120 over the last, this is 7 or 8 weeks. I did that wrong. So you see that's a series of 7 weeks. But this is what I'm doing. I'm just rolling stuff, cover calls constantly, cash secure puts constantly. Let's see what else I can talk through. And let's talk about RIOT. RIOT blockchain has been moving up. And you can see I've been rolling my cover calls. I collected a premium here. Then on this one, I rolled another, this is a cover call. And you see, again, a small premium. These two are not bad. Collected $100 this week. Now, what you don't see is while I'm rolling these cover calls up, I do have cash secure puts. And those means as time goes by on those, and you see that's in week 42, these will lose its value. So eventually I'm going to use the cash secure puts to make me some more money. So this is going to look like it's a really good trade for this year. I'll probably pull in about 6 or 7 grand or 8 grand on cash secure on just RIOT alone. Without actually, most of the year I didn't own any shares until toward the end of the year. I think I just bought it recently. So I'll talk more about RIOT later, but you can see what I did this week, and last week I was rolling. So it's a pretty good trade. So with that being said, it looks like my options will still struggle. I'm going to have a hard time getting out of some of my other trades. What I need is not new all-time highs. I actually need the market to just stay flat or downwards. And you go, and I'm talking about big moves, but we're talking about less than 1%. We're talking about really small moves. That's what I need. I need time to decay, and I need some of these things not to move so much, and I'll make money that way. At this point, I'm just trying to protect my gains and try to finish out the year in the green. It's been a hard trading year only because the markets are very run directional. And we're talking about 5 weeks up, and in the Dow or the stock, the S&P 500 was up maybe 9 or 10 days in a row or something close to that. And it happened multiple times, and then when you go down, it's doing that. So I don't make money on those type of trading patterns. I actually prefer markets to stay in a normal range bound, very boring moves, and that's the time where I make the most money. With that being said, hey, comment below, let me know what you're doing. As always, let's do this together. Let's do this $1 at a time. Have a profitable day. Bye-bye.